Good evening, everybody. This is John Marola from Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. And as you can tell, I am doing a green screen. So I've been practicing it, and I figured this is probably the best time to do it. We're like maybe a week and a half, about a week and a half before the start of the season. So the 2025 football season. So I figured this would be a good time for me to, experiment maybe with something a little different and see if people enjoy it or not. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. Just to give people a little idea of what's going on for the next couple weeks. This show is coming out Thursday, right now, and next Thursday, what we're going to have on, it'll be myself, Paul, and I hope Dave Lane should be back. And what we're going to do is like a Section 5 kickoff. We're going to talk about AA to A, B, C, and D's, and give us a little bit of a background as far as who are going to be the top teams to look at, and maybe some of the players who will be returning from last year, and we'll just go from there. And what we're going to accomplish is, or try to accomplish, is give people an idea of maybe the favorites. And it's really looking at AA and A right now, and even B. It's going to be really tough to pick out one or two teams. Like I said, it's just from the first team in A to the last team in A, it's going to be really tough to figure out who are going to be the front runners, but that'll pan out throughout the season. And you got and now they're split up this year. The A's are split up into I believe it's A1 and A2, or maybe A, B, something like that maybe. I'm not quite sure about that, but that's what we'll be doing next week. We'll be talking about the upcoming season and some of the players, and we're going to see if our teams that won sectionals last year can repeat. And like I said, it starts with the quarterbacks, basically, and your line. So now, throughout the season, right now, while I'm doing this at home, is a couple reasons. Like I said, I like to test out the green screen and see how that's working. And the other thing is, up in the mall this week and next week, we're like, say, maybe even a week or week and a half away from school starting. And Premier Sports does a lot with the uniforms throughout the city, some of the cities, and the charter schools, and the cheerleading. Joe's a big cheerleading guy. So I'm going to stay out of their hair for a couple weeks. But we will be there at the start of the season. When we get in, we're going to do like we did last year. We're going to have a Player of the Week award. And I said it last year, and I kicked myself afterwards. I'm going to promise people we're going to get a lineman in there. They're the people that make things happen, and for all those running backs and quarterbacks to get all that yardage, some of the guys up front must be doing something. So I like to recognize a little more of the guys up front, and we will do that throughout the season. And the Player of the Week, like we did last year, we'll give out a hoodie. We have a Premier hoodie with Keeping It Real on the sleeve, really nice, with the player's name. And, just try to make it a little special. That's all we're about. It's just, as far as our sponsors, like I said from the start, our sponsors are so-so. Our views are killing. We're killing with views. We have close to 13,000 views. Our views are awesome. Just if you're watching our station and you see that little subscribe on the bottom, please hit it. Or like what a lot of podcasters like to say, smash it. And hit the like, and if you have any comments. And if you do have any comments, please give me comments. I look at all of them, and like I've said before, 99.9 of them are all positive. Appreciate that, but just give me, there are a couple in there that were, some things that people thought I had to work on, or we had to work on, or whatever. But we take that all in, we take it all. And that's how we just make ourselves better doing this. And as far as what's going on from here out, and the last night, Wednesday night, cut. That's why I had a cut. 1, 2, 3. That last night at Westside Camp, that Wednesday night, it was really bad out, raining, thunder, and lightning, and all that. And I had some technical difficulties, and we did like a redo. 2, 3. So again, the last thing I want to say is just stay tuned. At the end of this right now, I'm going to put in a couple of clips from that Wednesday night up at Westside Camp. And the first one is going to be with the Grease Athena guys. And one of the players, the microphone wasn't working. And so we didn't really hear them. Actually, the first night, Thursday, I believe it's September 5th, we're going to be at Grease Athena, and they open up with a real good one. They open up with Canandaigua. So we're going to go over there and watch that. And then the next night, I was planning on going to go to watch Oakfield, Alabama at East Rochester. We've had coach from Oakfield, who also is our Section 5 chairman, Taylor Winter, here about a month or so ago. And they open up at East Rochester, and we had the guys in from ER over, and that was a lot of fun. So that's going to be the next night on Friday. The only thing that may take us away from that is that we've been hearing some rumblings going on over at Fairport when Coach Santini passed away, that they're talking about doing I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's a ceremony or if they're going to dedicate something to in his name. I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm still trying to find out what's going on with that. If they have anything for Coach that night, we will not be in well with because that will be but if not, then we'll be So, anyways, that gives us a little bit of the background as far as what's going on over the next couple weeks. And just, like I said, the clip on this is I'll show Athena, but the one player, Mike, was not on. And then the other one with a Rhonda coin, which I didn't even care after. My mic wasn't working. You can kind of hear me in the background a little bit, but I'm just going to put those two on just to put them on. Watch it for a little while, whatever, they can do that. So with that, I just want to tell everybody, just stay tuned. Next week, like I said, Paul, I, and Dave Lanning will be on, and we are going to try to get into a little bit of the 2025 season, and just try to figure out and find out. It'll all pan out. Well, good reporters would like to find out the top teams division. So I guess that's what we're on a mission to do for the next week. So everybody just stay tuned, and we'll be back. And that's about it. I hope the green screen comes out good. I don't know what kind of background I got for it, but I hope the green screen comes out good. And just everybody stay tuned, and we'll say 1, 2, 3. Keeping it real, Section 5 football. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. 2, 3. Good evening, everybody. This is John Marola from Keeping It Real, Section 5 football. And yes, we're in night number 3 at Westside Camp. And as you can see, we got a little weather issue going on like we did last year a little bit. So we're up in the press box. but we're still rolling. And before I introduce the guys from Greece Athena, I got to introduce my co-partner on my left, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from East High School, Coach Paul Brigani. Paul?
Thank you, John, and welcome, Greece Athena. I think we'll start out right away. You guys introduce yourselves, tell your name, what year you are, and what positions you play.
My name is Cole Poth. I'm going into my senior year, and I play wide receiver and defensive end.
My name is Aaron Johnson, class of 2026, and I play defensive back and slot receiver.
My name is Anthony Tomaso, class of 2026, and I play receiver and safety.
Well, Coach sent you guys up here, looks at you, all three of you, as team leaders for the Greece Athena Trojans. And tell us a little bit about the leadership role and what you're doing to help make your team reach the goals that you have for this 2025 season.
Yeah, being a leader is very important. You know, looking at our last couple of years, we haven't really accomplished our goals. So, you know, this year just getting people at the field, you know, as much as we can, getting some captain practices in, getting in the weight room as much as possible, getting stronger is all very important things.
I feel like me being a part of the leadership action, helping out the team, you know, not only this year, but for years after us, where they have to come in and we won't be around and they have to step up and fill in the shoes that we're not there to fill.
Yep.
I feel like being efficient is a key component of being a leader, because I feel as though the kids, they look at it as, okay, you're a leader, you're doing it the right way, you keep on doing it. They want to do that too. They want to bring that into, you know, this year and the years past for the younger generation, because, you know, we're a young team, you know.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's been going on in the Greece Athena off-season program, some of the things you guys have been doing to get prepared for the upcoming season.
Yeah, I've been getting, me and the guys, you know, we go to the weight room 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Great.
Getting bigger, because that was a big problem last year, was strength and physical toughness, you know what I mean? So just getting in the weight room as much as possible. I know me and a couple guys have been going to the field a lot, you know, as much as we can whenever it's nice out. Just putting in that work in the offseason.
I feel like one big thing we've also been doing is our Sunday practices. We've all come together, put the pads on, able to throw around, get some scrimmages in. It helps get the team chemistry good, you know. Just all around wellness for every player.
Nice.
And it's like what AJ said, and Cole, you know, coming together, you know, like practicing and, you know, as I said before, you know, just being efficient, keep on doing it, and the more we practice with each other, the stronger our bond grows, and we just become more of a team, and it's exciting to see. It's exciting to see what's to come.
Now, you've been here 2 nights so far, and this is the final night. And tell us a little bit about how the first 2 nights have went for you. What have you learned about your team? And, you know, what are you going to do to carry that on? Because I believe you open up with Canandaigua, right? Is that who you open with? Is Canandaigua?
And Canandaigua, you know, they're in the mix every year. And you guys get out of your first game with a dub. That's a huge momentum, huge momentum to get you guys off to a great start like that.
So how's these first 2 nights went for you?
So our first night here, we walked in, you know, got our pre-warm up in and stuff. Our first night, we ended up going against East High School, you know, a team we've played in the class in the previous season, and we also played against, I believe it was McQuaid, a double-A team that we normally don't get to see often. Both days, the second day we've played another double-A team, Russian Riata, and then we also played Hilton.
Okay.
So we had a lot of work to get around. One thing I can say about the guys is that they're putting in the work that they need to. We're seeing a lot of dogs come out. We see a lot of people stepping up into the spots that they need to step up to. As you guys were saying, we have Canandaigua. Everybody here knows Canandaigua history. We know what we want to do with Canandaigua. We want to walk out. Us, class of 2026, we haven't beaten Canandaigua. So for us to walk out first game and beat a team we haven't beaten our whole year would be amazing. So that's the goal.
It would be. Yeah, like, you know, we were talking to other teams, you know, and their first games were kind of like, first game, whatever. Your guys' first game, that you know, when you mark a game like this is the game, your game happened to be the first game of the year, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to come and play. You got to buckle it up and let's go right from the start, and that's how you get better. You know?
Well, and it's great being here at this West Side camp because you do have the opportunity to face a lot of the better programs in Section 5. So you see right away, you can compete right with anybody.
Yeah.
And that's, I think that builds some confidence amongst your team, with things. So
What are your each of you now? Give me your personal goal. What goal are you setting for yourself for this upcoming season? And give me a team goal. What are you looking for your team to accomplish this year?
My personal goal for myself is to just become a better receiver, and become a better safety when it comes down to hitting and when it comes down to yards after catch. And for the team goal, I feel like for our team, our goal is to just prove people wrong. Show them that. We're not the team last year. We're not the team before that. We're not the team before that. We're this team. We're the better Athena. We're the new Athena.
You're going to make your mark.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
A personal goal for me
Yep.
is because obviously there's going to be times you lose reps, you win reps. You know what I mean? I want to be able to leave every game knowing that I gave everything I had. There's nothing more I could have done. I tried my hardest. And as long as I do that, I feel like that's good for me. And as a team goal, while I've been at Athena, we've never won a sectional game before. So that's really big for me, winning this year and years to come. I want Athena to be a team that, you go into sectionals against them, you're
Yes,
going to get everything
that's
they got.
awesome. Yes.
well,
I'll say my goals for this season, as
Yep.
you know, is 4 quarters in a game. My goal is I want to be able to do my 111 throughout all plays of the game, making sure I get my job done throughout the game, never having to have in the back of my mind that play was my fault and I didn't do what I need to do.
Well, you 3 seniors, you make your mark. You pass that on to, as leaders for your team. You pass it on to your teammates, and best of luck to you, in this upcoming season. We'll be watching, I believe, your first game is this Thursday night game. So it might be.
6 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Is it? So I think that might be the first game in Section 5.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
That
It is.
night,
It
yeah.
is the only.
The
it's
first
the
game.
kickoff, yeah.
You're like the kickoff classic. So,
High tempo.
right.
So okay, the way we're gonna end our show now, I'll say 1, 2, 3. We're all gonna turn and point
Look
to
at
the
the
camera,
camera.
and we're gonna say "Keeping It Real, Section
Section
5
5
football." That's our podcast.
What happened to the college thing?
College thing.
Oh, we can ask that right now. No, we can.
If we weren't planning on it, then that's okay.
No, that's okay. We'll ask you this right now. A year from now,
Yep.
all 3 of you, where do you plan on being a year from now?
A year from now, I'm looking forward to going to college, playing college football. I'm that's what I want to do is end up playing college football.
Good.
So originally I was debating if I wanted to go to college and stuff, but I've been getting a few interests, so I've been looking
Nice.
into it.
Good.
So
It's
I'm excited, hopefully off season, get where I need to be for college, and hopefully I could get scouted and
Good,
go
good.
where I need to go.
And I'm planning on going to college, as well for football, but also for track. And I visited a couple of colleges already, and I'm just I'm going for law as well.
okay.
That's what I'm planning on studying. I want to become a lawyer.
Well,
All right, I'll give you all 3 something to think about when you do apply. My dad taught me this a long time ago. He always said, shoot high, shoot in the middle, and shoot low. Meaning, you know what? If there's some Division I teams out there that I'm giving it a shot. The worst they're going to do is say no, right? And then shoot in the middle. Maybe some D2s, 1AA, or whatever, and then your D3s, but just have an open mind about things. Don't shut yourself up because you only go through this once. And who's to say, you're not good enough to play there? When I started coaching, a lot of and me was included in that. Oh, you're going to go to Notre Dame, but I've had coach kids that play ball at Notre Dame. So what I'm saying though is shoot high, shoot in the middle, and shoot low, and see what happens.
right. And the other thing is, wherever, if you are planning on, wanting to continue your football career, when the college recruiters come in, they're going to want to see your grades. So as hard as you're working, in the off season to get prepared for the football season, you got to work hard in the classroom. So if you can get those B's up to an A or C up to a B, get it, because that's your better chance. If that's the first question they're going to ask, what your grades are like, they want to see your transcripts. If you don't have the grades, they'll move on to the next school.
Okay. Our little nuggets we're giving you guys. All right. I gotta say thank you for you guys. Hey,
Thank you for having us.
have a great season and all that. We will definitely be at your first game.
Thank you.
All right. I'll be there for sure.
Go Trojans! Go Trojans!
All right. Now we're gonna go back in the 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna say keeping it real, Section 5 football. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Keeping
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
All right, everybody. We'll be back in a little bit. Hello, everybody. It's John Marola from Keeping It Real Section 5 Football, and we're back again. And before we start, I just want to thank Paul and myself because it is pouring outside right now. And we made the move of the night so far because it would have been miserable down there. Well, let's get this thing rolling a little bit with Grease Athena. First, I have to introduce my partner on my right, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from East High School, Coach Paul McGinn.
Well, thank you, John, and welcome, Coach Hudson.
Thank you.
Very good. Grease Athena.
Thank you.
And, Coach, well, you have some inclement weather today, but how's the first 2 nights went for you?
I've been pleasantly surprised with the first 2 nights of camp. We have a young team and with probably about 5 or 6 seniors on the team. And with this camp, it's a great camp in Rochester. We have some of the best teams from around the city. And it gives us good competition to kind of see where we're at. And I thought with the first 2 nights, we held our own. Like I said, we're a young team, and we were able to play well on defense and run the ball well on offense. So it was great to see the first 2 nights.
Well, that's what makes, this type camp so valuable because just like to your point, how, hey, you have a young team, you have a lot of kids battling for positions. Now some of them came up from the JVs to the varsity level, and they're competing. It gives you a chance and your coaching staff to evaluate a lot of these kids when they're facing someone with a different uniform.
Yeah, I think you said the big word was compete, and that's really what I'm looking for from our guys this year is to be competitive and be going all the time. It's energy and effort. And what I've seen so far, the first 2 nights at camp, I'm very happy with where we're at. I know that we're going to improve as the season goes on and more kids are coming and able to get together as a team. So I think the future is bright for Grease Athena. As long as we work hard, and I think we were talking earlier about the Buffalo Bills training camp, and the big thing there, when you see the players there, is they work on the fundamentals. And and I think that's the same as it comes to high school or Pop Warner, it's the fundamentals. And with a young team, that's really what we're going to focus on, doing those things the right way and doing them hard and being efficient with what we're doing. So.
We were talking to your guys a little earlier and to you too. I mean, we look at the marquee game of the year. You're looking first game of the week. I mean, it's first game of the year for you guys.
It's the first game of the year for Section 5. Yeah.
So that's going to really, get you guys off, and it's a game. It's not going to be maybe like a little scrimmage type of thing. Everybody's going to have to come out and play because they're solid. They've been solid year in and year out.
Jeff Welch does a great job with that program over there. He's a fellow Bomber, so I have a little thing with him. But I know that they're going to be ready to go, and I know for us to compete that the fundamentals are important. And we're going to have a good game that first game. And for us as a program, it's to get better every week. So at the end of the season, when sectionals roll around, we're ready to go. Okay. We're going to have bumps along the road, but again, it's gradually as the season goes that we get better and better to put the best product out in the field. And as some of the kids were talking earlier, we wanted to propel that into the future. I think we have a really good JV program, modified program. Like I said, we're young, but man, they bust their butt. They're in the weight room, which has been a really big off-season thing for us that we really implemented over the past couple of years. And we're seeing the benefit from the younger kids. It's the younger kids that are in the weight room that are loving the weight room. Getting offensive linemen that want to play offensive line. So it's been really great this off-season.
That was interesting because when we had some of your leaders when they were speaking, they were talking about the weight room and how they felt they needed to get physically stronger. And so, that's something that they learned from a year ago and will carry on and hopefully be passed on to the younger, kids coming through the program.
Yes.
And
I was very lucky to have good leadership last year. I think as a program really turned some things around, going with a winning record last year, and the kids are learning to win again. Athena's had a really good winning program in the past, and we had a lull for about 4 or 5 years. Every program kind of has their cycle of things, and getting those winning ways back in the program, and it's been exciting to be a part of it the past couple of years.
No, good. And I think I spoke earlier, and I don't know, is there any new additions to the coaching staff? Is it pretty much the same staff? Is the continuity still there, or any new additions?
No, we have the same exact staff that we had last year. But I have on my staff, I have a number of guys that have head coaching experience. My modified coach was a former coach at a Class B school. I have one of my JV coaches, the former head coach at Greece Arcadia. I have a plethora of experience, which is great for our young kids.
That's great. That is. So, what is the plan after this camp? What do you do the week before the season actually, the practice schedule? Is there anything that you have planned that you guys do as a team before the following Monday that the season starts?
Well, we've been having Sunday practices throughout the year. We're wrapping that up. The week before double start, we're going to kind of back off the physical activity, kind of get their bodies right for camp. Really, it's just the logistics of getting everything prepared, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, so that, again, when we get into camp and you got, 100 kids running around, that we're doing the right thing and everything runs smoothly.
That's great. Well, Coach, we're going to get you out of here. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you so much.
And like I said, we'll definitely be at your first game, because that is one heck of a opener for both teams. So that should be a great game.
We're going to play tough.
Best of luck, Coach. We'll be there.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now at the end, we're going to do the 1, 2, 3, keeping it real, Section 5, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
Hello, everybody. This is John Marola from Keeping It Real Section 5 Football, and we are back up in the press box at Greece Olympia for the third night of Westside Camp. And as you can tell now behind us, the sliding door is down. It is absolutely pouring out. So we just had to adjust some things. Before we start with our guys from Irondequoit, I have to introduce my partner on my far right, Section 5 coach from East High School, Coach Paul Brigadier.
Well, thank you, John. Welcome, Coach Victor. Welcome, Irondequoit Eagles. And we'll start right away with Coach Victor. During this rain delay, we have you in here. How's the first 2 nights been going?
It's been fun. It's great to get out here, get your team together, take a look at what you have, and take a look at what everybody else has. And it's football season. It's here, and got to get ready to go.
Well, that's what's so great about this particular camp is you have a lot of the best teams in Section 5 that are here. You get a chance to evaluate some of the younger players competing for positions. And there's always pleasant surprises after a couple nights.
Absolutely. You find some things, and then you find some things you got to work on. So it's good.
Real good. Who are you 2 young men? You introduce yourself, tell your name, your year in school, and what positions you play.
My name's Christian Freeman. I'm going into my senior year. I play corner and receiver, number 7.
I'm Owen Smalling, number 55. I'm a center, also going to my senior year. Yeah.
I remember you from last year.
Yeah.
Did you get a touchdown?
No, that was my guard,
Sebastian.
right next to me.
That's all next year.
Yeah.
Well, I know Coach Victor had brought you 2 guys up looking as you 2 as leaders for this 2025 season. Yeah. And talk a little bit about your leadership role to this team, how you are transferring to your teammates to get to the goals you want to have for this upcoming season.
Since my sophomore year, there's always been leaders looking up to, like sophomore year, Jordan Nolan, Isaiah Ballard, and then my junior year, my brother, Tayden. So now I want to take on that persona and be a leader for other people coming up onto varsity.
Yeah, it's all about staying together and having good team chemistry. If we could build that, I think we'll have a great team and great bonds. going on.
And you two leaders, tell us a little bit about the off season, what you guys have been doing to get prepared for the upcoming season.
I mean, as soon as the season ended, I'd say like 2 weeks after, we were already back
Not
in the
even,
not even 2 weeks. We were back in the gym. We were lifting. Winter, waking up at 6 in the morning to get in a workout before school. And then spring came around, and then we moved it to after school, and we still have been lifting no matter what. When it got warm out, went outside, ran plays, speed training. Just we've been at it ever since the season ended.
Yeah, not much more to say. We've been in the weight room outside, getting ready. We're ready to go now.
All right, that sounds good. And I want to ask Coach Fichter, I know that there was some coaches on this staff that have moved to other places. And tell us about some of the new additions to your coaching staff and what they're going to bring to the program.
Well, we've moved a couple guys from within, moved them up. Billy Batara will join us on the varsity. Greg Giesler will take over the call on defense for us, which is really awesome. It's been fun to watch in the preseason here. And we've got a couple other movements going on. We have Troy Slashing, who was over at Rush Henrietta. He'll coach our offensive line now. He played at the U of R. He's a smart guy. It's been a pleasant surprise. It's been awesome. But as you can hear from what these guys say, that's why they're up here. They're in the weight room every day. They're running. They're doing what they have to do. It doesn't guarantee success, but it certainly helps you set the table for it.
Well, you guys play in a very difficult Class A, a lot of good teams. And I guess, when you had a fantastic season last year, but, now you're into the 2025 season, it's your guys' team. And I guess, what'd you learn from last year that you want to improve upon to take you to the next step?
We just gotta keep our heads up no matter what. We were undefeated going into that Brighton game. We only lost by 8 points, and then after that we just kept rolling until we played Monroe in sectionals, which obviously we didn't win that one. But we gotta keep a positive mentality. I mean, if we lose and we just keep our heads down from that, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As I said earlier, it's really about team chemistry. If we could have a strong bonds between the players and we keep our head up, as Christian said, there's really nothing that could stop us, I believe.
Now, going into the season, I know you're going into your 11th grade year.
Senior year.
Oh, you're going to be senior.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I thought it was
senior.
11. So you're both into your senior
Yep.
year.
Yeah.
So this is the last hurrah, as they like to say.
Yeah.
So there's no turning back now.
Nope.
It's either you're going to do it or no. So
Yeah.
it's going to mean more.
For sure.
I think in the off season this year, it probably has meant more to you guys because you know that every step you take, everything you do, you're not going back. It's always going forward. So just do what you guys have been doing. I've been up at a couple of your practices.
Yeah.
The coaches, you have one of the best coaching staffs in
Exactly. I was going to say that too. We've enjoyed watching your team play. We've seen multiple times last year, and you're excellent coached. And again, as the leaders, you guys got to transfer things to your teammates and trust and believe what your coaches are saying and believe in each other.
And as we were talking, I was thinking, you have some shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Your brother, he was heck of a good football and a great young man. I mean, let's start with that. I mean, he's everything you want in a player, I believe. You know what I mean? So you got good, you looked up to him, I'm sure, your whole life. Now it's your turn.
And 12, you, Coach Fichter, I believe you open up with Wilson.
We do.
So is that at Arundequoit, the first game?
is.
Yeah. So that'd be that first block Friday night game? Friday night. So, you get right out of the gates and with a Class A school.
Yep.
So, and will you be in A1 or A2 this year?
We're in A1, but we play mostly in A2.
A2 schedule. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And you're looking at two. This is kind of neat. There's a lot of Arundequoit history sitting here, right? So, all his brothers played ball, right, and they're all fantastic. This will be the last year that we play with a Freeman in the program, which is crazy. So, Owen's father I coached.
Okay.
And now he's running the show as the center, right? So there's a lot of deep, rich tradition in Irondequoit football, and I really love that part about it.
What year is this for you, coaching? What are you
Oh,
going
boy.
into?
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not good at keeping track of that stuff. Maybe high 20s.
Well, I was going to ask you, how many of these preseason camps have you been to over the years?
A lot. I know this is my 12th at Irondequoit, I think, as the head
Okay.
coach, 11th or 12th, right, Greg? I don't know. Greg, yeah, he's the numbers guy. I could tell you. But
Yeah.
this is a really good group of kids in terms of, we like hanging out with them a little bit, you know?
Yeah, right. We like hanging out with you
Yeah.
guys too.
It's
I
fun.
mean, you know, we're up, last year and this
Yeah.
year we'll be up. Your Canandaigua game for sure.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of your marquee games, I know, of the year. That you guys are going to have, and you play them at home.
Yeah. Yep, that'll be homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah, that's going to be something.
Well,
All right, one question. Next year at this time, you're both seniors right now. You've graduated. What would you like to be doing next year, right now? And let me just give you a couple, other guys that say the workforce, a lot of school, want to go to college, play ball. What are you guys looking at?
I'm going to go with that. I'm saying getting ready for college ball. Not as of right now, undecided. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I know I want to play football wherever I can.
Same here. I want to continue playing football, and for me, it's more of like I don't want to go to a big name school like that. It's more of just after this, I'm not going to get another chance to play football again. I don't want this to be my last my last year.
Okay.
And I get a chance to play 4 more years of ball. I love that.
well, enjoy every week of your senior season. And my thing to you guys, too, is as hard as you're working in the off season to get prepared, when school starts, work hard in all your classes, because if you do want to continue to go on and play college football, and I say this to every one of the seniors, that the first question the college coach is going to ask Coach Victor, they want to see your transcripts, they want to see your grades, and if you don't have the grades, they'll move on and go to the next school and talk to somebody else. So if you can get those C's up to a B or a B up to an A, do it.
Yeah.
And set times to make sure that that your priorities, that your schoolwork is important.
One thing that right now in the summertime, I work up at St. John Fisher with the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
So I'm around them all day long. And one thing that they've been saying a lot of, and it's really been hitting me, and I've been kind of relaying it back to the younger guys. And I'm sure you've heard of this before. We're going to be 1% better every day. Be 1% better every day, and they preach it. These are grown men, NFL guys. They say to each other all the time, 1% better, 1% better, and that's with football, school. That's you.
Yeah.
Just and relay that to your teammates. Everybody. We're going to be 1% better today. We're not going backwards. We're going to be better, and good things will happen.
Well, best of luck to you all. We'll be watching. We'll be at your games, and enjoy your senior season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much
All right,
appreciated.
For right now, hold on, Coach.
Okay.
You know what we do at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and we're going to point to, and we're going to say keeping it real, Section 5 football.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
it. Suddenly, a part of me just wants to go back to how it used to be. Suddenly, a part of me just wants to go back to how it used to be.